Hey, this is Alex again. Right now we're going to be replacing the compressor on a 99 Jeep Cherokee with the straight 6 4.0 liter motor. First thing you got to do is get the belt off. So you got to loosen this 15 millimeter tensioner. This has a manual tensioner on it, so you're going to have to loosen this. And alright, so I just turned it just like you're loosening any regular nut. You just turn it counterclockwise, loosens up the belt, take that off. Next thing to do would be the line right here, 10 millimeter bolt. If this has refrigerant in it, you are not allowed to release it into the atmosphere without a recapture device, but most people who are working on their AC system, there's not going to be any refrigerant in there because, well, that's why you're working on it usually. So this one has none in it, so I'm just going to take that off and remove that line. Alright, so we've taken that line off. There's going to be 2 seals on here you're going to have to change later. Definitely don't want to reuse the old ones, because even a tiny leak in the AC system and all your Freon's going to leak out and you'll have to do it all over again. Next we're going to unplug the clutch right there. This one's actually just hanging there. If on a vehicle that's maybe worked on less, might be clipped on somewhere here, but the plug is on a wire. You're going to find it somewhere back here behind the compressor. Got that unplugged. You're going to want to be careful. This is kind of a skinny wire. When you undo it, you've got to push this little tab down right here. If you can see that, push that down, and it's going to allow you to release the plug. Next up, it's got 4 13 millimeter bolts in the top of it. There, right there. We're going to want to take those out, and the compressor should lift free. Alright, I've removed the old compressor. This is the new one. I've set it in here. Once you set it in, it's pretty straightforward. Just make sure you run the plug back to where it was, and then you put the 4 13 millimeter bolts back in. Alright, now that the compressor's in, the next thing before we put the manifold line back on is change both of these. You can see both of these seals around here need to be changed. I picked up a seal kit at AutoZone for about $7. It's got the whole system. Usually you only need a few of them though. It never hurts to change the seals. It's always a good idea. And you want to put a little bit of oil, PEG oil, on them to make sure it seals good. Some people say this actually attracts dirt into the fitting. I've always put a little bit of oil on them. It's never hurt. Always worked for years. So I guess it's whatever you prefer. But I also picked this up at AutoZone for about $9. When you replace a major component of the system, usually you add 2 ounces. And this system takes 8.1 ounces. So for every major component you replace, you would add 2 ounces of oil. You may need more or less depending on what's wrong with your system, but usually you would just need 2 ounces per item you replace. And alright, I've got the old seals out. You can see those. There's the new seal, the other new seal. I've got some oil on that one already. Both seals are exactly the same size, so you just get 2 of the same ones out of your pack and go here and put them on the line. Careful not to drop them. If you get any dirt on these, it could cause a leak later. So just carefully place them on, and then put the line back on and re-bolt the 10 millimeter bolt. Alright, we've got the line back on. This is an aluminum line, so don't use too much torque on this bolt or you will crack it. Also, you don't want to crush the seals too much to where you would break them. So just a reasonable amount of torque on this bolt, and that's all you need to tighten that down. After this, you would have to vacuum out the system and make sure it holds pressure to be able to fill it after that, and make sure you fixed if your leak was in the compressor, if that's what you were fixing. And that's how you change the compressor on a '99 Jeep Cherokee. Thank you for watching.